Hello everyone, I am Prepper Princess, the author of Living on Almost Nothing. If you are interested in purchasing this book, I will go ahead and leave a link down in the description box below so you can purchase it at your convenience. For as long as studies have been done, the majority of people in America and everywhere have been living paycheck to paycheck, and here in America, 7 out of 10 people have less than $1,000 in their savings account. This is a consumer culture, and we have become accustomed to spending everything that we earn. If we get a raise, we increase our spending to match the amount of money that we just got a raise from. We live on the edge regardless of our income. If we only make a little, we only spend a little. If we make a lot, we have a tendency to spend a lot. We spend our days working at jobs that we hate, working so hard and complaining about how hard the work is. Then we say things like, I work hard, I deserve it. Whenever somebody is making an irresponsible purchase, let me ask you this. When you work so hard for your money, why are you in such a hurry to just give it away? A recent article published by tradingbeast.com shows predictions of our upcoming gas prices. Keep in mind that these are only prices at the pump. This does not include transportation, costs of our food, our medications, building materials, or anything other than gasoline. This prediction chart indicates that we will be hovering at $12 per gallon by December of 2025 with an average price around $9.50 per gallon. I know I am getting old, because I have started doing the back in my day speeches to the younger generations, but it is true. Things are getting more and more difficult financially for each new generation. When I was 16 and I got my driver's license, I drove a 1985 Honda Civic DX hatchback. It was a very small car and it had no air conditioning. Every single weekend, I would drive from Livermore, California to Turlock, California to pick up my best friend for the weekend. I would make sure not to fill up on gas until I reached Turlock because it was the cheapest gas station I could find. It was the Arco station and it was always 98 cents a gallon. Yes, gas was not even a gallon in 1998 where I lived. I could fill up from empty to full for about $9. Given that I made about $6 an hour back then working at Target, it would take me about an hour and a half to earn a tank of gas. Fast forward 24 years later, I now make $14.83 an hour at my job and it takes $50 to fill up my Toyota Camry. So now I have to work more than 3 hours to fill up my gas tank. So effectively, more than 20 years later, my purchasing power has been cut in half. Well, this is a whole different year where it seems that our purchasing power has been cut in half across a lot of different things that we regularly buy. Gasoline, meat, dairy, shipping fees, electricity bills, the list goes on and on. With fears of hyperinflation on the horizon and with people that were living paycheck to paycheck before all of this happened, what is the average person going to do when their electric bill goes from an average of $100 a month to an average of $400 a month? What if their food bill goes from an average of $200 per month to $800 per month? What happens when gas prices double again and instead of spending $150 a month on gas, you are now spending $600 just to get to work and your wages have not gone up? Do you have a backup plan? Do you have a solar unit so you can still power your items even when you can no longer afford to pay the monthly electric bill? Do you have an electric bicycle that can be charged with solar in order to get to work or to the grocery store? There is nothing you can do about the food prices because these prices are going to eventually catch up with you. If you shop on a weekly or monthly basis, you simply do not have the space to store enough food to never have to go grocery shopping ever again. But are you willing to stop wasting 50% of your food like most Americans waste? Are you willing to go to the generic brand instead of the major brands? Are you willing to forego your avocado toast and just have butter or margarine on your toast? Are you willing to get rid of your bacon because it has reached $10 a pound? Ah, blasphemy, not my bacon! But we might get to this point. There are prophecies that state that a day's wage will only be enough to buy a loaf of bread. I am not trying to scare you, but to mentally prepare you for what is most likely coming. Our money is being stolen from us through taxation and inflation caused by our government that is supposed to be by the people and for the people. But we all know that it's not anymore. My recommendation would be, with the high prices of used vehicles as I write this, to visit a couple of websites like maybe Carvana or CarMax if you have a large car, and just get a couple of quotes to see what sort of price you can get for your gas guzzler. And if you are able and comfortable with it, you can get a more gas-friendly car that will give you more bang for your buck. I see a lot of huge trucks where I live. This is Arizona, with empty truck beds and a single person in the cab of the truck every single time I see them. If this is not an option for you, I would recommend checking out e-bikes. I personally have and use the eSpin Nesta for me, and I love it. I'll go ahead and leave a link for the product review that I did for that bicycle in the description box below. Totally awesome bike. If that is not an option for you, then I would recommend looking into a regular pedal bicycle. These are good on the wallet and they are good for the heart. Do not forget to take into consideration the fact that gas theft is likely to rise over the next few years. You should park your vehicle in a garage whenever possible, and think of investing in a quality locking gas cap. A motivated thief may not be deterred from stealing no matter how hard we try to protect our gas, but the goal is to issue a deterrent that will make them uncomfortable or make it inconvenient, prompting them to leave your area. Some thieves use rubber hoses or siphons to fuel these days, but we are seeing more use of power tools, just drilling holes in gas tanks to steal fuel. When these cause bad repairs, and it's rather than siphoning the gas, the cost of damage to the gas tank far exceeds the cost of the gasoline that they're getting. And I recommend that if you do not have a garage, that you park in a well-lit, high-trafficked area to help deter these types of thieves. Gasoline is quickly becoming a valuable commodity that makes up larger and larger shares of someone's monthly income. Again, I am not trying to scare you. There is nothing you can do about the rise of costs and the degradation of our society and our paychecks. Just be ready for it. Do what you can with what you've got. Prepper Princess out. Hello, everyone. I am Prepper Princess, the author of Living on Almost Nothing. If you are interested in purchasing this book, I will go ahead and leave a link, down in the description box below. For as long as studies have been done, the majority of people have been, oh my gosh, Rocky, this is why I don't film outside. A slight breeze is like a torrential, windstorm. This is crazy. The microphone, God. Hey, I've got my back to the wind. I'm doing the best I can. I'm doing it. What you doing, mister? You being a silly boy? Is that what you doing? What you up to? You were going to drink out of the toilet, weren't you? Don't lie. You were going to drink out of the toilet. What you want? You want some milk? Sit. Oh my gosh, you're so smart. Shake. Oh, you're such a good boy. Can you lay down? Oh, you're so smart. Okay, one more. Speak. I know you want to. Speak. Woof. Oh, that's my boy. That's my boy. What is this? Good boy. You're such a good doggy.